Loki, wil jij die terugpakken voor mij?
Lukey, come. Lukey.
Hi guys,
Loki.
I'm live. I'm wondering who's still up tonight. It's pretty late here in Belgium. It's 11 p.m. Hi Brian. Wow, that's quick. How are you today? Lukey was sitting on my chair, but she flew off. My boyfriend is going to get her back. I am hoping the sound is okay.
Kun je die koord vasthouden?
Ja, thank you.
Oh, meisje, dat was een mond.
Hi Slice G Gamer. Oh, I'm epic? Thank you. Hey, don't bite me. Looky, that is naughty. Mr. Salty Croc 20. Hello. Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm your favorite YouTuber? That is such an honor because there are so many YouTubers out there who are way cooler than I am. So, yay, I'm your favorite YouTuber. Hi, Talia. Hi, Fox Gaming. Hi, Kira. Wow, there are a lot of people here and so quickly also. That's awesome. I'm so thankful. No, not thankful. I'm so grateful. Okay, guys. You know, someone asked me, I forgot his YouTube name, but if he is going to join. Oh, Lukey is preening me. She's preening my hair. Yeah, I know. I need some preening, Lukey, because my hair looks like it exploded. Someone asked me in the previous vlogs how many tail feathers and how many feathers on each wing Lukey has. Hi, Bonnie! So, I counted the feathers for you guys, and Lukey has 24 feathers on each wing and 15 feathers on her tail. So yeah, that's pretty interesting to know, right? Hi, Inshi12. Oh, it's your first live stream and you're a new subscriber. Yay! Let's applaud the new subscriber. And Lukey is deciding to sit on the chair. That's fine, but don't fly up. Don't fly up, you little owl. She's going to fly off anyway, I'm sure of it. Anywho, oh! Thank you, Slicey Gamer, for the $1. I appreciate it. That is so cool. Did you want to ask me something special? Or were you just like, meh, I'm going to give her $1 just because she's my favorite YouTuber? In that case, I thank you. Hi, Alexander. Slice Z Gamer, you are so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I was like, should I go live? Where's Lukey? Here she is. Should I still go live? It's already very late. And I drank 2 glasses of Prosecco. Do you guys know that? It's an Italian sparkling wine. I normally don't drink this much, but my boyfriend is looking at me. I normally don't drink this much, but tonight, Belgium was playing football, or no, not football, soccer, was playing soccer against, was playing soccer against England. And we had to go to work. We had to deliver the journals in a city in Antwerp, which is called Lier in Belgium. In Dutch, it's called Lier. But, you know, after our job, we went for a drink. And it was really nice because everyone was out there, sitting outside. It's very hot here in Belgium right now. And everyone, you know, there was a great atmosphere. And Oh yeah, Belgium won the game. My boyfriend just told me. Belgium won the game. So yeah, we just went for a drink and there was a nice atmosphere. So that's why I may be a bit, you know. Xeno Gaming Fun. When did you put the bracelets on your owl and when you should put them? That's a nice question. So I first put anklets on Lukey when she was about, I think, I don't remember exactly, but I think 3 to 4 months old. Oh, Slice Z Chamber, you're just going wild. Thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate it. Aw, you're so kind, honey.
Well,
Slice Z Jamer just donated. First, he donated $1, a super chat, and then he gave $2.
oh, nice.
That's so friendly. Aw, thank you from me and my boyfriend. So, what was I saying? I don't remember. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when did I first put anklets on Loki? So I first put anklets on Loki the moment she was ready to be put on the perch. And that was when she finally slept standing up for more than 3 days in a row. I think it was after about 3 to 3.5 months. So it depends on how quickly your barn owl is sleeping standing up. It can be at 3 months, but it can also be at 3 months and a half, and it can also be at 4 months. I think 4 months is the maximum, you know? It takes a barn owl 3 to 4 months to grow adult physically. So yeah, at about 3 months or 3.5 months old, I put on the anklets and the jesses. Brian the bread wants to hear a joke. Okay, I only know bad jokes, and I'm awful at telling jokes. A joke. What? No. Okay, I know a joke. It's green. It's green, and it is sliding off a hill really fast. What is it, you guys? This is a child's joke, I swear. I'm that bad at telling jokes. It's green and it is sliding off of a hill
Oh my God.
very fast. I'm waiting until you guys are answering me. Talia Rose asks, how was it when you first got Lukey? Were there a lot of late nights to stay up and feed her? And Prosecco is so good. Haha, I'm glad your night was good. Yeah, Prosecco, I love it. When I first got Lukey, I was super excited, of course. And I went to the breeder with my mentor, and I was in heaven. They gave me the chick, which was Loki, and it was an ugly, naked bird without any feathers, just naked, just really, really ugly. It's like owlets are the ugliest things you can imagine. Like they don't have any feathers, they're naked, their beak is like all over the place, and they gave it to me, and I was holding Loki in my hands, and I was like, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I was like crying and so emotional. And everyone was like, are you kidding? That is the most ugly thing I have ever seen. And I was like, no, she's so beautiful. She's my daughter. And, that was how I felt when I got her. But I didn't stay up that late to feed Loki. I got up
Loki.
very early.
Loki.
Loki is playing in the couch, but I think she's destroying pillows. She's very enthusiastic today. I'm going to let her play just a few more minutes, and then I'm going to get her back here. So, I didn't stay up that late in order to feed Lukey. I got up very early though, and I think it was at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Yeah. And then I fed her for the first time, and then a couple of hours later I fed her again, and then again and again and again. And I think the latest I fed her was like 11 p.m. That's not that late, right? So I hope hope that answers your question. Oh, I should probably answer the joke, right? I don't think anyone has come up with an answer. So, it's green and it is sliding off of a hill really fast. Are you guys ready? It's a skiwi. Get it? Skiwi? Yeah, that's how bad I am at jokes. So, feel free to laugh at me because I am very bad at jokes. Mancho asks, "Hi, VG." It's not VG, it's VH, but that's okay. Was wondering when the owl's flying wings will grow and when will the baby owl start flying? Um, an owl's wings don't really grow. You know, the owl grows, and so grow the wings, and they will start to get all of their feathers month after month. So an owl will, first the owl is naked, and then they will become very fluffy, and then after the fluff, they will slowly start to get their feathers from the they'll start to get their feathers at the top and then all the way down. The fluff will disappear and it will be replaced by feathers. And baby owls don't fly. They will start to fly at about 2.5 months, 3 months old. They will start to flatter around, and when they have all of their feathers, they will start to fly automatically. And when they are able to fly physically, you can start to train them to fly to you. That's okay, Mancho. Okay, Brian, tell us a joke. I'm curious. Slice Z Gamer asks, how long did it take to tame your owl? Um, well, that depends on how you look at it, because I got Lukey when she was only 3 days old, and I didn't really have to tame her because she was bred. So she was already tame, she was destined as a baby to stay at my place. And from the very beginning, I fed her several times a day. And after feeding time, I held her in my hands. And as she grew bigger and bigger, I held her in my arms. And I didn't really tame her, I imprinted her. So, taming to me, I mean, you would tame a wild owl. An owl that is wild, you need to tame. But an owlet that is bred in captivity and that is taken from the nest at 3 days old, you don't really have to tame. You just have to imprint it. So from day one that I had her, I fed her several times a day, which creates a bond on itself. And after feeding time, I allowed her to fall asleep in my hands and in my arms and on my lap, which creates a bond as well. And as she would fall asleep, I would caress her head, her body, so she would get used to that. And as she started growing older, she started to become more aware of the fact that she was being caressed. And then at 4 weeks old, 2 months old, I started to also caress her beak and her talons. And at first, she would kind of try to bite me, and I would just be like, I won't be bothered with that. You can bite me as much as you want. You're not going to scare me. And yeah, she came to accept me touching her beak and her talons. And I kept doing that until she was 3 months old or 3 months and a half old. And then I put anklets and jesses on. Excuse me. And then I put her on a perch. Gave her her first 1 day old chick. Her first whole 1 day old chick. I didn't cut it into pieces anymore. That was a really magical moment, watching your owl eat his or her first whole 1 day old chick. And starting from that moment, I started putting her on my glove every evening when I came back from work, and I watched TV with her on the glove, and she would try to fly off, and I would prevent her from flying off by taking the jesses that she was wearing between the thumb and index finger of my glove. So she would fly off, and she would only be able to fly till, a few centimeters, and I would pop her back on the perch. Um, I would pop her back on the perch, on the glove. I'm sorry. Um, and she would try to fly off again, and I would, prevent her from flying off and pop her back on the glove again until she finally got it, until she finally understood, oh, I'm supposed to stay put on the glove. Okay, why didn't you tell me that before? Um, that was step one. And then the moment she was used to sitting on the glove, I started to put her on the glove with a 1 day old chick at night, and then I would wait until she would eat the 1 day old chick. And if she didn't want to eat, I would just put her back on the perch, not feed her, and the next day I would try again. If she wouldn't eat that day either, I would give her, the head of a 1 day old chick, or only the body but without the legs and the wings. So she would have food to survive and to stay strong, but she would still be a bit hungrier the next day. And then the next day I would try again, and the moment she was hungry enough, she would eat the 1 day old chick on my glove. And I did that a few days in a row. And the moment she was used to eating on the glove, I started also walking her on the glove, just in my living room. I put Lukey on the glove, and she was used to sitting still on the glove. And so I would stand up and walk around my living room, which wasn't a very big living room because I lived in a studio back then. And the moment she got used to sitting on my glove as I was walking around, I would take her outside. From the moment she was 3 months old, she had almost all of her feathers, and I took her outside and I went on walks with her every day so that she would get used to traffic, dogs passing by, different people, different kinds of people passing by. She would get used, I would walk her in a forest, but also in the city. Um, and that's how I tamed her. And then from the moment she was used to eating on the glove, I made her jump from the perch to my glove. I just put a 1 day old chick on my glove, and I held the glove in front of the perch. And the first day she wouldn't jump. She didn't understand that she needed to jump on the glove to get food. So I didn't give her the food. And then the next day I tried again. And she jumped because she was hungry, and I gave her the chick as a reward. And then the next day, I made the jump a little bigger, and I kept making the jumps bigger and bigger until she actually flew to me. And the moment she got used to flying to the glove, I would try to make her fly to my glove and then send her back to the perch. And the next step, obviously, was to cut up the 1 day old chick and let Lukey fly from the perch to my glove and back, and then back again to my glove. And I would first do this in my front yard, which was super small. So the leash I would fly Lukey on would also be super short. But when she was used to flying in my front yard, which was very safe, I would fly her in public parks and in forests. And, when she got used to that, I did my first demonstration with her, which went pretty well. And that's how I tamed her. I hope that answers your question, Slice Z Gamer. If you have any other questions, you can always ask them. Wow, I've missed a lot of comments in the meanwhile. Wow, there are so many people here. Thank you for joining me. Xeno Gaming Fun, I read your joke. Why do ghosts like elevators? Because it lifts their spirit. That is a great joke. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us. Shane Timbered Owl, did you remember about feather count? Yes, I did, Shane. I said this in the beginning of this live stream, but you were probably not there yet. So I counted the feathers for you. Let's see. Lukey has 24 feathers on each wing, and she has 15 feathers on her tail. So yeah, I counted them for you. Xeno Gaming Fun asks, do you educate your owl to not poop on certain places? No. Um, Owls don't have sphincters. Sphincters? I think I'm pronouncing it right. So they don't have the muscle they need to hold in their poop or their pee. So unfortunately, you can't potty train them. So yeah, it can't be done. So if you let your owl loose around the house, you should cover the stuff you don't want to um, get poop on, you know? Uh, Loki is sitting somewhere. Where is she sitting? Honey?
Yeah.
Where's Loki?
Yeah.
Oh, Loki is with my boyfriend and he's taking pictures of him and her, or maybe only of her. If they turn out to be awesome, I will make a video about the pictures. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Loki is being so sweet, you guys. She is trying to socialize with my boyfriend. I will quickly turn the camera towards him, okay? He's sitting in the couch. Don't mind the mess, you guys, because we have been sorting journals, and it always gets very messy when we do that part of our job, okay? So don't judge. Can you see Loki, you guys? She's sitting on my boyfriend's lap and she jumped on his lap herself. I'm trying to hold the camera still, but it's difficult. And he's trying to take pictures of them together. Ah, they are bonding. Let's see if I can put the camera in a better place. Can I? Ah, I'm trying to adjust the camera for you guys. Voila. Maybe. Yeah, it's. Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, look. Oh, look how cute she is. Oh, and she's making these super cute noises. Can you hear the noises through the microphone or not? Or is she too far away? I'm telling you guys, she is being super cute. So I didn't educate Lukey to poop on certain places because it's impossible. Federica Fefe asked, hi VH, hi Federica, welcome to this live stream. Can I ask you about the first time that Lukey molted? At what age? How does it work? Well, Federica, that's a very good question. Honestly, I don't think there is a certain age that your owl will molt for the first time. Obviously, it will only molt for the first time when it has all of its feathers. I think it will be let's say it can start at the age of 4 to 5 months old.
Schatke, je zit een maand ligt er nog. Hè?
Yeah, my boyfriend is asking, are you aiming the camera at me? Apparently he didn't know. Yes, I'm aiming the camera at you because you are being cute right now with Loki. Oh my god, that is so cute. I keep interrupting myself. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my ADHD. Sorry. My pills aren't working anymore. Oh, look how cute. Guys, this is adorable. Sorry, Federica. I will keep continuing. I will continue to answer your question. So, I don't remember. I the first time Loki molted, I think it was after. I think it was after a year. It depends. Sometimes owls will damage their feathers and then they will automatically start to molt after a few weeks. But sometimes, if you're not lucky, it can still last months until they start to molt. Sometimes falconers get frustrated because the owls will have damaged their feathers by flying against their aviary, for example, and the falconers will be like, well, I hope she's going to molt soon, and then the birds will not molt for a couple of months, and the falconers will be frustrated because it doesn't look very good when your owl has damaged feathers. Um, I think you can speed up the molting process. Well, I know that you can speed up the molting process by giving your owl more food and more power foods, such as mice, rats, and baby rats, instead of 1 day old chicks. But I think that if your owl has damaged feathers and you just start feeding it more, the molting process might start earlier. So that is what I know until now. But if you want, I can um, research it a bit more, and if I find out more, I will tell you more about it. I'm going to copy paste your question, um, so I can look it up, and then I'll make a video about it, especially for you. So I hope that this can answer your question until now. And if I find out more, I will definitely make a video about it. Hi, Sharon Dale. Welcome to the live stream. Mike Lee also told a joke. What is the most common type owl? TT owl. I don't get that. I don't get it. Alexander asks, I shoot my mom a pic of a baby owl. She was like, so cute. And I'm like, what? I don't get it, Alexander. I'm sorry. No, Kira Schefter, I haven't read the book Wesley the Owl, but I probably should. It sounds like a really good book. Fox Gaming. Oh, I think Lukey pooped on my boyfriend's trousers, on his shorts. That's so funny. Fox Gaming asks, do you trim Lukey's nails? No, I don't. I am probably going to keep repeating myself.
Schat,
Yes,
zit daar terug naar u.
my boyfriend doesn't want him. My boyfriend doesn't want to be filmed anymore, so I'm going. He's so cute. I'm going to adjust the camera again. Just 1 second, guys, and I'll probably get Lukey out of the couch, and I'm gonna put her on my shoulder again. Just 1 second. Okay. Hello, I'm back. Is that okay? Maybe I should lower it.
Schat,
Yes?
schat, dit is aan het aanvallen op dat ding uit dat stuk papier.
Oh, Lukey is apparently attacking a piece of paper that is laying on the couch. I should film this. Is she going to do it again? Look, guys. Is she going to attack the paper again? She is! She's attacking the paper! Oh, that's so cute! Honey. He doesn't hear me. Honey! Honey! Can you see me? Are you sure that I shouldn't film this part anymore? She's being so cute. He doesn't hear me. He has headphones on. Lukey is being super cute. I don't know if you guys can hear the noises she is making, but it are super cute baby owl noises. I love it when she does that. She is having such a great time. Maybe I shouldn't get her back. She is so cute. Okay, I'm going to put the camera back at my face, And I hope you guys won't mind that it's just me again because my boyfriend doesn't like to be a star on YouTube. Can you understand? I can't. It's so fun to be a star. Just kidding. Um, so I do not trim Loki's nails. Sorry, Fox Gaming, for getting off of topic. No, I do not trim Loki's nails. I explained this in previous live streams, but what I actually do is I make Loki trim her nails in a very natural way. So what I will do is I've noticed that the flesh of mice and rats is way tougher than the flesh of 1-day-old chicks. So whenever I give her mice and rats instead of 1-day-old chicks, she uses her talons to grab the rat or the mice, and then she will eat the rat or the mouse by picking it with her beak. But as she needs to hold on to her prey with her talons will wear off and become very thin and frail. And then a few days later, they will break off automatically. And that is why I never have to trim her nails because it's done in a very natural way. So as long as I don't have to do it, I won't do it. Mancho asks, how did you come up with a name Lukey? Well, that's a funny story. So most people I knew chose very original names for their owl. Most falconers choose Native American names. And I wanted to find a cool name that would actually mean something. But my mentors also told me that owls listen better to the sounds oo and e. So it should be something with oo and e in it. And I didn't find a Native American name that suited me. I didn't find a name that I liked. And I also didn't know in advance if Lukey would be a boy or a girl. So I was kind of desperate. And then I started thinking, okay, what would be an original name? And I thought, okay, owls have very big eyes. And eyes are to watch or to look at something. And we want something with an oo and an e. So I thought, looky, from the verb to look, and then the e at the end, looky. To be honest, I thought it was a bit lame, but I couldn't find a better name. So that is why I just stuck with Lukey. I sticked with Lukey. I stuck with Lukey. I couldn't find anything better. So that's why I chose Lukey. Brian Dabret asks, who was the dog barking at? Was my dog barking outside? I didn't even notice. He was probably barking at birds. Mr. Salty Croc 20 asks, I thought your mentor imprinted Lukey. Well, he did. He did imprint Lukey. But the imprinting process is not just 1 week. It's, in my opinion at least, it's from day one until it's physically adult and longer even. But what happened was the first 2 weeks, Loki stayed with my mentor, but I visited her several times a week, and my mentors let me feed her and hold her in my hands, and we we are very close. I mean, it wasn't just business. My mentors are also my friends. So whenever I came over, it wasn't just like, okay, you've got 30 minutes and then you need to leave. It wasn't like that. They offered me, a glass of wine, and I fed Lukey. They taught me some things because we also took the time. I followed lessons, whenever I visited. I was there for several hours, and my mentor taught me things. It was very theoretical sometimes. But first I fed Loki, then she fell asleep in my arms. We chatted a bit, we drank some wine, and then they gave me a lesson, a theoretical lesson. So, yes, my mentor definitely imprinted Loki. Um, but I was there throughout the whole process, and the process continued after 2 weeks. The imprinting process doesn't just stop at 2 weeks old. So I hope that's clear for you. Oh, Esta Rica is also telling us a joke. Translate for me. Hoe noemen ze in België ruitenwissers? Haal de regen van de autoraam heen en weer stangen. That's cool. You know Dutch? So she translated. She said, how do they call ruitenwissers in Belgium? The things that wipe your window, the things on your car that wipe your window when it rains. I don't know how you say that in English. Remove the rain from your window, from your car window, back and forth things. I don't get it. Mancho asks, do you have any hidden talents, VH? Well, I don't know if it's hidden, but I also dance with a hula hoop. Have you seen those videos? I don't know if it's a talent. I'm not that good at it, but that's something I love to do. Um, I used to play the flute. I will Google translate the word for you because it wasn't just the flute, it was a special flute, but I don't know how it is called in Dutch, in English. In Dutch, it's dwarsfluit. Oh, it's just the flute. Okay, so I played the flute when I was younger. I played it for about 9 or 10 years, and I was pretty good at it, but I didn't like it. Um, when I was 5 years old, my parents asked me, "Oh, Elke, what would you like to do?" And I was like, "I want to dance. I want to go to ballet class." And they were like, "No, you're not gonna do ballet." And at a later age, I asked them why, and my mom told me, "Well, you didn't have the body to dance. You just weren't built to be a ballerina." Whatever. I was never fat as a kid. I wasn't super skinny either, but I was thin enough. And what does it matter? I didn't say I wanted to be a prima ballerina. I just wanted to dance. It didn't have to be anything professional. But so they were like, "Nah, you're not gonna do ballet." And then they were like, "Maybe you should do something with music." And I was like, "Okay, let's go to music school." And they were like, "Sure, you can choose the instrument." And I was like, "Well, I want to play the violin." And they were like, "No, that's too expensive. We can't afford a violin." And then I was like, "Okay, I'll play the piano then. I really like the piano." And they were like, "No, that's too expensive too. Maybe you should play the flute like your father." And I was like, "No, I don't want to play the flute." But I started doing it anyway. So it's not like I didn't like it at all, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So, but I guess that would be a hidden talent. But I haven't practiced for years, so I couldn't do it anymore. But I was very good at it. And I used to be a very good singer as well, but not anymore. There was one time as a teenager, I was singing in my room, but it was just me, no CD, nothing. And my dad was sleeping in the room next to mine, but I didn't know that he was trying to take a nap. And my mom came in my room and she was like, "Why are you playing a CD of Christina Aguilera? Could you turn it down? Your dad is trying to sleep." And I was like, I wasn't playing a CD of Christina Aguilera. That was just me singing. So yeah, I I loved Christina Aguilera when I was younger. I still love her, but when I was younger, she was really in. She was really cool, and I sang all of her songs, and I almost sounded like her. It was crazy, but I sang every day in my room. I was like dedication, you guys, pure dedication. I was really good at singing, but now I swear to God, you will your ears will bleed if I would sing to you guys now. It's awful. Oh, Slice Z Gamer, you are possibly getting a barn owl? Cool. Really cool. You know, if you want some coaching from me, I can coach you through the webcam if you want. I must say, try to contact a local falconer if you honestly want to get a barn owl, because I can give you a lot of information, but it's still different. I'm telling you the info through a webcam and on YouTube, but you really need someone there in the moment to advise you as you are feeding your owl, raising your owl. I'm not trying to be difficult. I just want to protect you. If you get an owl, I want you to be successful. I wouldn't want you to get an owl and then having to admit that it died after a week. Because for just one example that shows that you need someone there in the moment to help you is it's hard to know how much you should feed your owlets in the beginning. It's you need to feel their belly, the area between their legs, their underbelly. You need to feel it before you feed them, and you feel that it's not very tight. And as you are feeding them pieces of meat, you need to check the belly occasionally. And the moment it gets tight, you need to stop feeding, because owlets, baby owls, will eat until they drop dead. They will overeat until they die. And if you don't know that, I didn't know that as a beginner. If you don't know that, you'll end up with a dead owl after just, one day of having your owl. Another thing you should know is that baby owls can't produce pellets yet. And owls, in general, can't digest the hair and the bones of their prey. That is why they regurgitate the hair and the bones of their prey in the form of a pellet a few hours after they have eaten. Um, but because a baby owl can't produce pellets yet, you have to only feed it the organs of mice, rats, and one-day-old chicks, and the flesh. But you have to remove the flesh from the hair, and you have to also make sure there aren't any bones in the flesh. So you need to really cut off the flesh from the bones and the hair. Those are things that you really need to know before you get a barn owl, because if you make a mistake, then your barn owl might die, and that would be really sad. That are just two examples of why you should get a falconer education before you actually purchase a barn owl. Mancho asks, does Lukey get hangry? Yes, she does. Whenever she gets hangry, her eyes will become very narrow, and she will start to screech a lot. And if you will approach her, she will lean forward, and it's like she's gonna attack you. But that is just because she's so eager for food. She does get a bit bitchy when she's hungry. Mr. Salty Croc 20 asks, how can owls get hungry? Oh no, how can they get angry? Not hungry, angry. Well, they can become angry if people visit the house, because they will consider the house their territory. So they don't really like it if people come to visit. Um, they can get angry if they see a dog. Owls hate dogs. They will get super angry. They'll spread their wings and go into defend mode, and they will start clapping their beak to defend themselves. They will also get angry if they will see a cat. Um, And if they aren't imprinted on other owls or other birds, they will also get angry when they will see other birds. Um, when will they get angry? Sometimes they can just be in a bitchy mood without a reason. This happens to Lukey sometimes. You know, I will wake up, say hi, and she will be bitchy. She will not want to cuddle, and if I would try, she would bite me. And when that happens, I just leave her be, and I'm like, okay, fine. um, and then, after a few hours, it's over, or the next day, it's better. Owls can have a bad mood, just like humans can have a bad mood, can be in a bad mood. NM says, hi from Los Angeles, California, and then a lot of hearts. Hey! Send you lots of love. You have such a good heart and it's so transparent. Oh my god, that is so sweet. You made me want an owl, but living here, he or she wouldn't be happy. So, yeah, lol. Why wouldn't your owl be happy in California? Why wouldn't your owl be happy in California? Isn't that a super beautiful place? Oh, maybe it's because you live in the city? But I live in the city as well. So, don't know why your owl wouldn't be happy there. Oh, you're welcome, Shane. I'm glad I could help you with your sculpture. You guys are so sweet. Moncho says, it's amazing that she took the time and counted all the Lukey feathers for a subscriber. We love you, VH. I love you guys too. Best live stream ever. Oh, Mike Lee says, I imprinted a baby. It will now answer to a whistle. Yeah, I taught Loki to answer to a whistle too, but it's very easy when you do the flying training with them. You know, at first you might blow the whistle and they will come, and after a while, when they know that they have to come, when you put out the glove like that with a piece of meat on it, you'll just say their name. And they will very quickly associate the whistle and their name with coming to you because they're gonna get food. It's so motivating. Johnny Snake Guy 33 said, wait a minute, you do live streams? Awesome, your videos are so good. Thank you so much, Johnny. I think you're new here. I never saw you in a live stream before, so welcome to this live stream if you're still here. I'm a bit slow when I read the comments. Oops. So I hope you're still here. Sophia Gatto. Hello from Montenegro. I have baby owl and I feed her with chicken wings. Uh-oh, she is doing great. I don't have mice. Sophia, I hope you're not feeding her with chicken wings that you can buy at the grocery store. That is not okay. Please, please, please stop feeding your owl chicken wings from the grocery store. If you mean chicken wings, if you mean the wings that you pull off the 1 day old chicks, the tiny yellow chicks that you buy frozen and then you thaw them, if you pull out the wings, that's better, but the wings of a 1 day old chick won't be enough. Um, how old is your owl? You can only feed your owl with either 1 day old chicks, mice, and rats, but rats are rather big for a barn owl. Oh, Sophia says I'm being too quick. She says she has a baby owl, so it's a very young owl. Sophia, okay. You need to feed your baby owl the organs of mice and rats and baby mice and baby rats. And in addition to that, you need to feed them the organs of 1 day old chicks. And also, besides the organs, the flesh of 1 day old chicks, mice, mice, baby rats, without the hair and the bones. Until your owl becomes 21 days old, and then you can start to slowly incorporate some bones and some hair into its food. So instead of cutting all of the flesh from the hair and the bones, you're going to leave some hair on and you're going to leave some bones in. If you don't do this, your owl will grow weak bones and a weak immune system. And if you are actually feeding your owl chicken wings from the grocery store, then your owl will die after a few weeks. You will probably have already noticed that your owl is acting kind of weird if you have been feeding it chicken wings. Seriously, Sophia, I'm very serious. Stop feeding it chicken wings. It will die after a few weeks. If it are chicken wings from the grocery store, the kind of chicken wings that we can eat, even if it's raw, it doesn't matter. Your owl can't digest them. And if it is digesting the chicken wings, it will still die after a few weeks or a few months because of vitamin deficiency. Owls need specific vitamins and minerals, and they can be found in the meat that we buy and consume. It has to be the meat of 1 day old chicks, mice, rats, baby mice, and baby rats. Honey, can you maybe put the chips you are eating in a pot so that it won't crack? I don't know if the subscribers can hear the noise of the bag. I'm sorry if I'm a difficult person right now. I love you. Sorry, guys. My boyfriend is eating chips, but the bag is making so much noise, and I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, and if it's annoying or not. Um, so Sophia, if you can't get mice in your country, then I am wondering if it's even illegal to own an owl in your country, because every country in which it is illegal to own an owl will sell mice and 1 day old chicks. So where was I? Tum, tum, tum. Mm-hmm. Alexander asks, what is the feeling that 18 people are watching you? Well, it's kind of okay because there have been 22 people in the live stream, but it feels like there's more of you. I don't know why. It always feels to me like there are 100 people watching. And then when I watch the analytics, I'm like, oh, it's only 22 people. So I'm not a big YouTuber at all. I just want to believe that I am. So Alexander asks, how many times a day will Lukey poop? A lot. I haven't counted the times that she has pooped, but when I'm recording a video or a live stream, she will sometimes poop 5 times in 1 hour. So it depends on if she has just eaten, then she can definitely poop 5 times in 1 hour. But I don't know how many times she will poop in a day. It's a lot, though. I know that it's a lot. Bonnie Young asks, is there a big difference between German and Swedish language? Yes, there is a big difference. We Belgians. Oh, German. German is not my language actually. It looks like Dutch, but it's not Dutch. But I do know the language, and there is a difference between German and Swedish. They can't, Swedish people and German people can't understand each other at all. So it's way different, yeah. Mancho asks, "Do you feel safe with Lukey on your shoulder next to your face, neck, and eyes?" I do, Mancho, and it's actually sometimes I do realize that I take a lot of risks with Lukey, but because if she would have a bitchy moment, which she does have bitchy moments sometimes, if she is in a bad mood, she could scratch out or pick out my eye. But because I know her and I know how barn owls who are about to attack or who are about to get dominant or, anything like that, I know how they look. So I have kind of a "Hi-ya" ninja reflexes. um, I do feel safe with her sitting so close. And if she gets bitchy with me, I react in time most of the time. But if we would want to think really negatively, we could say that I could lose an eye one day if Luki surprises me. But Luki is sweet most of the time with me. And if something would happen to me, then it would be always my fault. It wouldn't be her fault. It's like I don't know if any one of you does horse riding, but it's the same in equestrianism. If the horse does something, it's always your fault. It's never the horse's fault. Oh, Federica Fefe says, "Thank you for the idea of a special video about molting. My barn owl, Astrid, is 1 year old. She started molting in June, but now she stopped, even if I'm giving her mice. This is why I asked." Well, Federica, if she stopped, then she probably replaced all of the feathers that needed to be replaced. Is it a problem that she stopped? Does she still have damaged feathers? It's a very natural process. You don't have to, um, well, you don't have to force anything. It just happens naturally. And when it ends naturally, it's a-okay. Gary James asked, "Do you ever fly her free?" No, I don't. Well, I fly her freely around the house, but never freely in the open air. And I could do it, though. She is well trained, so she wouldn't fly away every time, but there's always a chance that she might. And that's why I don't do it, because if she flies away and she doesn't find her way back to me and I don't find her in time, then she'll die. Because bred owls can't survive in the wild anymore, and that is why I don't take any risks. But I could fly her freely if I wanted to. Mike Lee says he has a big hawk now called Hiccup. That's a good name. That is so original. Oh, apparently in front of the thing that wipes your car windows, when it's raining, it's called a windshield wiper. Thank you, Jess. Jess asks, how did you get Loki used to your German Shepherd? Um, how did I do that? That's a good question. Well, I always kept them separated, especially when Backup, the German Shepherd, was still a puppy. I kept them separated, but they could always see each other. So I would either when Backup would be in the living room, I would put Loki in his bench. So he couldn't reach Loki and Loki couldn't reach him, but they could totally see each other. They could come close, but they couldn't hurt each other. And as Backup grew older, I started to also put Loki on his bench. Um, and I just supervised them in the beginning to see if Backup would try anything. And I would always, either supervise them or keep them separated. But they, as they could see each other, they got used to each other. I also started to go on walks with Lukey and the dog, which which helped. And when Backup was about 6 months old, we went to the garden and just tried to introduce them to each other. And that was a time when Backup actually tried to bite Loki because he was in a phase where he was very jealous when another animal got more attention than him. So we taught him that we wouldn't accept this behavior, and we punished him every time that he tried to bite Loki or when he acted jealous. Um, and that's how we got Loki used. That's how we, how do I say this? That's how I made Loki used to backup. Just by letting them be together without giving them the opportunity to hurt each other. And now I just put Loki on the bench and I don't even need to supervise them. Backup leaves her alone most of the time, and if he bothers her, he won't try to attack her. He will just sniff her to invite her to play, and she'll snap at him. And then he knows, oh, right, she doesn't want to play with me. So Loki will not attack Backup as long as he doesn't provoke her. If he just leaves her be, then she won't do anything to him. She just wants her space, you know? As long as he respects her space, she's fine. Yeah, Mikli, it's good that you de-yolked 1-day-old chicks for baby owls. That's great. Oh, Carissa Aries, thank you for joining the live stream. I feel like there are a lot of people that I have never met right here today. Terry Williamson, hey, I'm still here. I'm hoping you're still here. Hi, The Age of Outrage. Thomas S. Oh, potato chips. Yeah, I made a mistake in English. So my boyfriend was eating potato chips, not just chips, potato chips. Lillian Margaret B says, "Oh my God, I thought you were going to say my boyfriend was eating chicks." No, no, he would never do that. Where is Loki? Well, the real Jumpman, you're asking a good question. She is sitting in the living room being lazy, and I will get her back for you guys. Oh, she is sitting on the at the top of the kitchen door. Maybe I should ask my boyfriend to get her back. He's like, "Oh, whatever, I'll get her back for you."
A slave for you.
Yes, you're my little slave. um, Mancho asks, "Hi, hey VH, do you have any tips on losing weight for humans? That is." um, well, I do. Thank you, darling. Oh, she wants to sit on the chair. Fine. Stay with me, Loki. The subscribers want to see you. I do have tips for losing weight. Don't get an eating disorder. An eating disorder will only get you fatter. Um, just try to exercise a few times a week. If you don't like the gym, you don't necessarily have to kill yourself at the gym. You can just go for an hour walk, an hour long walk, or an hour and a half would be even better. And that way you'll burn a lot of body fat without exhausting yourself and without putting a lot of pressure on your joints and your muscles. And my advice to you would be to adopt a vegan diet, a plant-based diet, because that really helped me. And I don't mean, let's see if Loki wants to sit on my shoulder. Loki, ow, 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 I can't move my arm anymore, guys. I exercised too much and I'm so stiff. My arm is so stiff that I can barely move it. So if I'm being a bit weird, that's why. Loki does not want to sit on my shoulder, so sorry, guys. Um, when I adopted a vegan diet, I was finally able to eat ice cream for breakfast. I just I slice 2 bananas into thin slices. I freeze them in the freezer, and then the next morning I will take them out and I will blend them in a food processor. And at first they will become very crumbly, and then they will transform into um, very creamy ice cream. Ah, Loki has left the scene again. They will transform into very creamy ice cream. And you can add either raw cacao powder if you want chocolate ice cream. You can add a bit of vanilla flavored plant-based milk if you want vanilla ice cream. You could also add some vanilla aroma for the vanilla ice cream. You can blend the frozen bananas along with some frozen strawberries, and then you'll get strawberry ice cream. You can make macchiato ice cream by blending some El Pro Soya macchiato flavored milk along, by blending the macchiato plant-based milk in your my god, my English is so bad. You can make macchiato ice cream by adding macchiato flavored El Pro soy milk into your food processor while blending the bananas. Okay, sorry. You can make all kinds of ice cream, and it's super healthy. I eat it for breakfast every day, and it makes me lose weight. The moment I became vegan, I was able to eat pancakes for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, whenever I wanted. I make pancakes by soaking quinoa, you guys, for 8 hours. So I soak it overnight. Then I rinse it, and you can either blend it straight away, just blend it, add a small amount of water, just, the bottom of a glass of water, then blend it, and it becomes a dough. You don't have to add any flour, it becomes a dough. If you want to make it even healthier, you can sprout the quinoa after you've soaked it, and then the vitamins and the minerals will be doubled. But you don't have to sprout it. You can just blend it after it has been soaked. And I blend it until it becomes a dough. Then I add 2 bananas. For 400 grams of soaked quinoa, I add, oh, is Loki back? No, that was just my hair. For 400 grams of quinoa, I add 2 ripe bananas. And I also add some caramel sauce, which I order online. You can order it at Amazon.com, and it is caramel sauce that isn't made of sugar. You know, that is so magical. Caramel sauce that isn't actually made out of sugar. And it is made by Walden Farms. You guys, Walden Farms. It's a chemical thing, of course. It's made in a factory, but it tastes like caramel. And I add a few tablespoons of that in the quinoa mixture with the bananas, and I blend it again. And then I bake it in a non-stick pan. I don't even add any oil, and I have the perfect pancakes. They taste so sweet. They are low in carbs because it's made of quinoa, and they have no fat in them, no eggs, no butter, no milk. That is why I became vegan. You can eat all of the fast foods you want, but you can eat them in a healthy form and lose so much weight. And you will even lose weight if you don't exercise. It won't go as fast as it would go if you would exercise every day. But that is a tip I would give you. I'm not forcing anyone to go vegan, and I do not want to be a hypocrite. Whenever I binge, because I do still have an eating disorder, whenever I binge, I do not binge on vegan things. So officially, I can't even call myself a true vegan because true vegans never eat animals, okay? But it is a disease, my eating disorder, and the moment I can overcome my disease 100%, I will be 100% vegan, I swear. So where is Loki? Hello, Loki. I hear her, but I can't see her. Honey, do you know where Loki is? Loki, where is she?
Ik weet het niet.
I heard her, but she's gone.
Loki.
Loki!
Zit hier weer op de deur?
I don't know, I heard
Ik
her.
heb je niet zien wegvliegen.
Guys, I want to get Loki back.
Oh, kom eens aan. Zo op de deur zitten.
Okay, we're going to attempt to get
Wil jij
Loki
heel
back.
even afgaan?
Yes, please. We're going to attempt to get Loki back.
Oh, nee.
Oh.
Hij zit bij u ergens.
Yeah. Oh, Loki is under my desk. Oh, you little curious thing. Why were you on my desk? Okay, let's try this thing one more time. Okay. Yeah. Don't turn your back, you little nasty. Oh, this is so inconvenient. Okay, turn around. Yes. Show your face. Show your face. The fans want to see you. Oh. Yes. Fall asleep with me. I can't move my arms, you guys. I can't move my... What? No! Don't bite me. Be calm. It's okay. You don't have to bite me. She doesn't want to be social, guys. I'll just try to leave her be on my shoulder. She just wants to explore. She's very active tonight. So that were my tips on losing weight. Try to eat healthy fats, healthy plant-based fats, and try to make your fast foods in a healthy form. If you want French fries, then just peel some potatoes, slice them into French fries, put them on parchment paper in your oven, and bake them for 30 minutes at 250 degrees Celsius, and just add some salt to them or some spices. You know, you can add smoked paprika, you can add pepper, whatever you want. I even add stew spices. It tastes super good on French fries. And you don't have to add any oil to them. They won't come out black. Just put them in the middle of your oven. And depending on your oven, just put it on medium heat or, it depends on your oven. But that's how you make delicious, healthy fast food. Kira Schefter asks, have you ever tried drawing or making art of Loki or any birds of prey? I haven't, but my boyfriend has. He has made a picture of me kissing Loki, and he is so talented. I can show you guys if you want, but I will have to ask my boyfriend to take the picture from the wall because we put it on the wall. I will show you guys. Honey. I'm waving at him. Honey. Hello. He's wearing headphones, so... Hello. Boyfriend. Hi. The fans are asking if I made art of Loki, and I told them no, but I told them that you did, and I was wondering if you could get the picture from the wall so I could show it to my fans. Loki. Loki, you're so sweet. Thank you, baby. Okay, guys.
Can I see?
This is the picture. Can you guys see? I hope there isn't too much reflection in it. Oh boy. Oh. This is better if I hold it like this. This is what my boyfriend drew. He drew it using a picture that I have on my Facebook of me kissing Loki in a park. Isn't he talented, guys? I was so honored when he made this for me. Okay, I'm going to make him put it back. Okay, thank you, baby. Yeah, my boyfriend is so talented. So yeah, I have never made any art, um, but my boyfriend has. The age of outrage says, "Sorry, I'm late." That's okay. You don't have to be on time or anything. I'm not your mother. There are so many comments here. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Where was I? It keeps jumping. Um, oh, Mencho says, I don't eat much for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and I dance, walk, or ride a bike almost every day, but weight seems to never go away. Mancho, you have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner because the reason you're not losing weight is probably because your metabolism has slowed down. If you don't eat regularly, your body will go into survival mode and you will have to do way more to burn calories. So if you skip meals, your body is going to think, "Oh no, there we are being starved," and your metabolism will slow down, so you won't be able to lose weight anymore. So just try to start eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner, even if it's just a small meal, and you might notice some weight gain the first few days, but after a week or 2 weeks, maybe, um, you should be able to get your metabolism going again, and then the weight you will have gained will come off and more. So you will lose the weight you have gained temporarily, and you will be able to lose more weight after that. As long as you eat, fruit, vegetables, healthy carbs like brown rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, um, even couscous, bulgur, buckwheat, uh, you'll be able to lose weight. So I hope that helps. Just try to stay away from processed foods. Try to, instead of eating uh, cereal for breakfast, for example, try eating some fruit with a plant-based yogurt and some granola, for example. The less processed your foods are, the healthier and the easier it will be to lose weight. Yeah, the Age of Outrage says a lot of newcomers today, maybe from different time zones than we are used to. Yeah, that's why I am experimenting with these live streams. I'm hoping to give everyone a chance to join us. Gravy Pot Media says vegan. Any tips on how to get more subs? Have 78 lol. You have 10K. Any tips? Well, if you want your channel to grow, you should stick. Well, that is what the norm says, but I don't always do this. But if you want to make your channel grow faster, you should stick to one subject. If you're into gaming, then only make videos about gaming and upload regularly. It's better to upload one video a week than to upload 5 videos a week and then not upload anymore for 2 months. YouTube will punish you for this. If you upload regularly, YouTube will make you a higher priority in the search list. So try to upload as much as you can on a regular basis. And your keywords should be on point. If there's actually a tool you can use, it's the YouTube search, keyword search, I think. I will give it to you. Just 1 second. Where is it? I have it here somewhere. YouTube keywords tool. That way you can type gaming, for example, and then the tool will give you the words that people put in the search engine the most. And you need to use those keywords as tags in your YouTube video. So make sure you have a good title and you have good tags that will attract people. Look, Loki has a feather on her beak. Oh, I have it. I saved you, Loki. I saved you from the itching feather. That's so cute. And just time. It needs time. In the beginning, I didn't have many subscribers either, but I didn't care. I was doing it for fun. And as you put on more videos on YouTube, your audience will grow. But you need to be patient and be consistent. Don't give up. If I would have given up, this channel wouldn't be here anymore. If, I used to have a boyfriend and he always laughed at me. He was like, why are you making those stupid videos? No one is watching. And I was like, I don't care. I like making them. It's my thing. And you know what? Someday I will have a large audience. And look, I was at like 20 subscribers then, and now I have 10K. So, and it's not like I'm a YouTube pro or anything. I use Windows Movie Maker as an editing program, and my thumbnails are not perfect. My editing skills are like very basic. So just persevere, do your thing, enjoy what you're doing, and try to upload as much as you can. And then the rest will come automatically. I hope that helped. Bonnie Young asks, how often do you binge? Well, the last months I have been binging almost every day, like at least 3 times a week. It depends. I didn't binge from November this year, from the end of November this year until mid-February, and then I started binging again because I got stressed. So yeah. Oh, hi, Arpeggio Fortissimo. Thank you for the comments. I will keep making videos, and I'm glad your girlfriend likes them. Lillian Margaret B asks, I wonder if Lukey doesn't like your headphones. She can't cuddle as well. Poor baby. That's right, Lillian. I've noticed as well. When she sits on my shoulder, she usually snuggles against my head. And she can't do that with the headphones. That's inconvenient, I know. Hi, Mr. Salty Croc 20. I'm glad you're back. Hi, Surf Nyoli. Welcome. Oh, Bonnie says she's good at drawing and painting. That's cool. show us some art. If you send it to me, I will make a video about your art. If you want to, you don't have to, of course. But if you would like to, I could give you a shout out. Hi, this dog plays. Welcome to the live stream. Ah, Carissa Aries says, I just found your videos and I wish I would have came across them sooner because you are now my favorite YouTuber. Ah, that is so cool. I could have never imagined someone living in another country telling me that I would be her favorite YouTuber. That is so cool. It's like a dream coming true. Nature Bros 88 says, hi again, smiley. Hi again. Uh, yes, Loki, I was waving at Nature Bros 88, not at you. Do you know what is a kakapo bird? I don't know that. I will Google it. Kakapo bird. Google kakapo bird. Oh, it looks like an ancient parrot. It seems really cool. Oh, and I'm looking at pictures and it has it has a face shield that it depends on the position the bird is in, but it kind of looks like the facial shield of a barn owl. That is so cool. Carissa, I love you too. And Lukey loves you too. Can you see this? Oh, this is epic. You guys are awesome. Oh, I had something for you guys. Right. I titled this live stream. You know, it's so funny. I have to title the live stream before I go live, and I never know what to put in the title because I never know in advance what I'm going to discuss. So I thought I would talk a bit about the basics of caring for a baby owl. And what I wanted to tell you guys is that when I had Lukey in the beginning, I would put her in, well, my mentor would put her in a small box like this. I think the box it wasn't this box. I just took a box out of the kitchen, but it was like this. I think it was as big as this, but the walls of the box, the edges of the box were higher, I think. But yeah, you know, your tiny little owl will stay in such a box in the beginning. No lid, just some paper towels on the bottom and your owl. Of course, if you want a bigger owl species, then the box will be bigger. You know, if you want to raise an eagle owl, the box will be bigger. But I thought I would share that with you. And then as your owl grows bigger and bigger, the box will get bigger and bigger as well. When Lukey started to become fluffy, we put her in a plastic box that people use to store the toys of their kids without the lid, you know. And instead of paper towels, we put biological cat litter at the bottom. And when Lukey would be 2 months old, 2 months and a half, I think, she would start to jump out of the box. And then you have to place a lid on the box, but you won't place the lid like this, you know, you will place the lid like this so that there's an open area, and you'll just place some heavy books, you know, on the lid so that when your owl jumps against the lid can't come off and it can't escape. And that is a really sad moment. I hated it because I thought Lukey would hurt herself, but it's normal. All falconers do it, and I hated that period of her life. But it's necessary because you can't put anklets on yet. They are too young. But you can't let them loose inside your house either because there will be poop everywhere. they will develop behavioral problems because if you allow them to be all over the place, they will become very territorial. So, that's why you do the thing with the lid. And I thought I'd share that with you guys. The basics. So Nature Bros 88 says that the kakapo bird is also known as a owl parrot. Yeah, I totally understand why. It has some owl characteristics, which is really cool. The Age of Outrage asks, VH, have you ever thought about you and Lukey sitting in a stadium and all 10,000 of us sitting around you, just all eyes on you, 100% interested on anything you said? Am I a narcissist if I would tell you that I have? I am so not proud of the fact that I have done that. Since I have been live streaming, you know, I'm human, guys. I'm sorry. So, um, that would be so cool. But the thing is, I don't consider myself such an expert. And I'm just very grateful that I have you guys. Um, but it would be very cool if all 10,000 of you could be there in a stadium. And I would probably be all over the place and exaggerate. And I would probably give you, a lecture or something about owls and Loki. And I would probably also perform a hoop dance for you guys to entertain you. And it would be so much fun. Maybe we could do that sometimes. Maybe I can come to the United States sometimes and you can all join me there. Mick Lee says, barn owls look like miniature aliens and big ugly. Only their mothers could love them. That is so true. They look like aliens and they are so ugly when they are young. It's true. Oh, Bonnie, you think I'm a narcissist? Well, yeah, that's probably true. I'm just eager to be successful so my parents can be proud of me. No, but I would never become a a full narcissist, I think. Doesn't everyone fantasize about being really successful someday? Isn't that like human? Oh, you're so sweet. I'm just being funny. Love you. Love you too. I take everything way too seriously. My friends know this about me. I'm super sensitive. Not that I took it the wrong way or anything. Uh, I'm just a super spontaneous person, and my friends always laugh at me because um, sometimes I will flap out something, something will just come out, and then I will realize that it might be insulting to some people, and I will want to try to justify what I just said and be like, oh yeah, but I didn't mean it like that or anything. Like, I should probably give an example. You know, I might compliment my best friend and say, wow, you look really good today. And then I'll think like, oh, but I don't want her to think that she usually doesn't look good. So I'll be like, but I mean today, but also yesterday and the day before, you always look great. Like, it's not like I think that you're too fat or anything. Like, no, I think you're awesome. You're perfect. Like, I don't even know why I said the word fat, It's just because there are fat people out there. But even if you would be fat, it would totally suit you because you're super beautiful, like every day, like every second of every minute of every day. And I'll just be rambling and people will be like, She is so awkward. Why is she so silly? And I always mean well, but I'm super spontaneous and just a silly person. My friends know this, and I always try to make jokes, but they won't be funny. And then I'll tell a joke, and my friends, they won't laugh. And I'm like, no, still not funny? No. And then they laugh because they'll laugh at me not being funny, trying to be funny. Does Lukey lay eggs? No, Shelly, Lukey doesn't lay eggs. She has never laid any eggs. The day that happens, I will definitely film it for you guys. Lillian Margaret B says the 4th of July is coming up here in the US. There will be fireworks everywhere. Any advice at all as to how to comfort the local birds? I always feel so sorry for them. Oh, that is so sweet of you, Lillian. I don't have any advice on how to comfort local birds, if you mean local birds sitting in the wild. But the only thing I can tell you is that owls are really sensitive. Um, if you have a pet owl, you shouldn't come too close to fireworks because it can make them deaf. It can really damage their hearing. They have very sensitive hearing, so it can really make them deaf. So try to keep your distance. I'm assuming that the birds in the wild will keep their distance automatically because they won't like the noise. And I'm assuming that they will just fly away if they are bothered with it. Um, but it's so sweet that you feel sorry for them. Oh, I was just checking if my boyfriend was still awake. Um, but I don't have any advice on how to comfort local birds. Sorry. Shelley asks, do you gross out when you feed Lukey rodents? No, I don't. I'm weird like that. I don't gross out. Well, mice are a bit icky. Uh, Thawed mice, when I take frozen mice from the freezer and I let them thaw, they do smell a bit. They do smell a bit, and I don't have any problems, taking the mouse with my hands. But of course, after I have given it to Loki, I will definitely wash my hands. But I think that's just normal behavior. But it's okay. I do admit if you have to cut open a mouse to feed your baby owl, it's pretty disgusting. It smells a lot. One day old chicks don't smell that bad, but mice smell like hell. Bonnie asks, is it really late? It's pretty late, guys. It's 12:36, 12:36 p.m. So I should go to bed because I have to get up really early tomorrow. Oh, you're sliding off my shoulder, you poor thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Did you hear the cute noises Loki made? Yes, Mikli, that's true. Owl's hearing is 10 times more sensitive than ours. This dog plays says, I hope my dog will keep her distance from the fireworks because of the last time she heard them. She hid under the blankets. It was cute and sad at the same time. Well, I have a tip for you. Um, Backup isn't scared of fireworks at all. And you have to show your dog when it's a puppy that you are not scared of the fireworks. If you comfort your dog when it hears fireworks for the first time, it will learn, oh, my boss is comforting me, So that means I have something to be worried about. So that means I should be afraid of fireworks. And that is, you when Backup heard fireworks for the first time, we didn't pay any attention to him. He was right next to us, and we were acting as if it was the most normal thing in the entire world. And he doesn't get upset when he hears fireworks because we are his pack leaders. And if the alpha female and the alpha male don't show any fear, then, you know, the other dogs of the pack won't be scared either. So that's just a little tip. If your dog hides under the blankets, don't pet him. Don't be like, oh, you poor thing, I know, but it's going to be over soon. Don't do that because um, how do you say this in English? You will affirm your dog's fear. Affirm the, you will affirm to him that he needs to be scared, actually. The Age of Outrage asks, has Loki ever scared you in a dark room or fly by unexpectedly? She has never scared me in a dark room, but it has happened that she was flying freely around the house, and after a while, I didn't pay attention anymore, and I was walking around in the living room, and she suddenly flew right in front of me, and her talons scratched my face. But she didn't want to scratch me. She was just flying by, and she didn't pay any attention to me, and her talons scratched my face. By coincidence, it wasn't her intention to scratch me, but she did. So that was scary. Um, she has scared me one time, no, several times actually. Sometimes she can suddenly, and I don't know why, but she usually does this very early in the morning or at night. Sometimes they can screech in a very frustrated way. She doesn't do this often, and I don't know exactly what it means. To me, it sounds frustrated, and it will be a very hard screech, but it sounds like a demon. It sounds like a demon. And the first time she did this, all of the hair on my arm was up, and I got goosebumps. Sorry, I got goosebumps. And the first time she did this, I thought Satan was visiting my house. I was so scared. I was so startled because my brain didn't immediately make the connection. Oh, you have an owl. This is your owl screeching. Oh my God. I freaked out so bad the first time she did this. I will try to get it on video sometime, but it's something she does really unexpectedly, and she doesn't do it a lot. So Alan Holler says, I love how you talk. Where are you from? Thank you, Alan. I'm from Belgium, so my native language is Dutch. Um, I'm glad you love the way I talk because I find it a bit freaky. I've noticed that sometimes I will have some trouble if I have to speak English spontaneously. Sometimes instead of S, I will say th. It's like I'm drunk. So yeah. But thank you for liking how I talk. Hello, the Lycian, or what? I don't know how to pronounce that. Welcome to this live stream, anyways. Oh, I'm exactly 6 hours ahead of you in the USA? Cool. Oh, Shelly, duh. I'm so stupid. Yeah, Shelly. I've talked about this in earlier live streams. Lukey is probably a boy. I always say she because I'm used to saying she from the beginning. In the beginning, my mentor told me that he thought it was a she because she was rather big for an owlet. So he thought it was a she. But now that she's grown up, she's rather low in weight. And now that she's fully grown up, she's rather small, actually. Females are bigger than males. So it's probably a he, but I keep saying she because I just don't care. But that's probably why she hasn't laid any eggs, duh, because it's a boy. I'm so oblivious, you know? I didn't even think of that. Oh, Shelley says, I wonder if female owls can go in heat like a cat. I think I know what you mean. You mean when a cat gets horny? You know, she gets this once every few months or once a month. And then they start to make this awful, awful noise um, because they want to have sex. um, Female owls don't really have that like cats do, but there is a time of the year where owls will get way screechier and way noisier because they are trying to attract an owl of the opposite sex to breed with. That will happen actually. Ah, Lillian Margaret B says, I think people in the US would all love the way you talk. You really could come here and do speeches at elementary schools with Lukey. We would love it. I would love to do that too. That would be so cool. I did it once here in Belgium, and it was so cool. All of the kids could pet Lukey, and Lukey was in heaven because she is an attention whore. If I'm a narcissist, she is too. She loves attention way too much. So all of the kids could pet her, and she loved it. And I would love to do that for you guys in the US too. Okay, guys, I have been online for almost 2 hours. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to go to bed because I'm up way too late. Um, but thank you for joining me in this live stream. Sweet dreams to you too, Bonnie. Um, yeah, thank you for joining me in this live stream. Oh no, this dog place is saying, oh no. Sorry that I have to leave you guys, but I have to wake up early tomorrow and I have to go to the doctor uh, because I want to overcome my eating disorder. Thank you guys for joining me in this live stream. And I will come live again tomorrow. I don't know at what time yet, but I have a lot to do this weekend. So tomorrow is kind of the last day that I can do a lot of stuff for YouTube of this week. I will do a lot of stuff again this week on Monday. I might come online on Sunday again, but I'm not sure. I'll try to come online 2 times or maybe even 3 times tomorrow. And hopefully you guys will be online too, so you can join me. Yeah, the Age of Outrage says goodbye. You should go to VidCon one year. I would like to do that, actually. It would be fun. And I would let you guys know so we could meet there. Ah, that would be so exciting. Okay, guys, I'm going to end this live stream. Oh, Alexander, you're back, but I'm just leaving. It's very late here. I have to sleep. Sorry. I'll see you in the next live stream, Alexander. Mwah. Goodbye. Bye, my little passion fruits. Say Say bye, Loki. Bye. Love you too. Sleep tight. Oké. Ik heb één nieuwe abonnee. Oei.